So boys and girls, I have to start by noticing someone who is following the 3 standards this morning. When I was out working the gate this morning, I was greeting and saying good morning to students. And one student I've seen every single day at that gate is Miss Ginger. Ginger has been there every day, and every single day I've been walking her to class to see Miss Flood, but today Ginger made a good decision, and Ginger didn't even need to walk with me today. She walked with her friends, and that was making a really good decision and being a brave student. So Ginger has earned the first award. And when you receive an award, please just place it down on the carpet. We're gonna leave our hands crisscross applesauce, hands on lap. And Ginger's just gonna put that award right down, and then she could take it back to her seat later. Inside of the award, after Ginger learns today, she could sketch pictures, she could write notes, she could write her spelling words to study for her spelling test this week, and she could use this little notebook to learn. She could take it home, and she could teach her parents what she's learning too in school. So these are yours to keep, and Miss Flood will tell you where to keep those. So thank you for keeping your eyes this way, and please pass that back to Ginger. And boys and girls, we're going to stand up for a moment and stretch our legs. Everybody stand carefully. Stay in your spot. Thank you for keeping your eyes up here. Wow, I appreciate the students who have their eyes to me and looking this way. We're going to start our morning with a chant. A chant is like a song. So join in with me when you get a beat. And the first time through a chant, we're just trying to learn some of the words and the rhythm. I'm also going to do movements, so join in and do those movements with me because they'll help you learn. Question, my friend?
There's sounds in here.
Okay, we could just make a good decision and we can ignore them as best as possible. The title is I Can Spell, and I'm going to go from top to bottom, from left to right. Here we go. Join in with me starting here. I can spell is, I-S. I can spell has, H-A-S. I can spell gives, G-I-V-E-S, but I can't spell solar system. I can spell helps, H-E-L-P-S. I can spell A. I can spell the, T-H-E, but I can't spell solar system. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. S-O-L-A-R-S-Y-S-T-E-M, solar system. Now you know the beat. You know how it goes. So now you have to join in with me. Follow along as best you can right here. Eyes to the chart. Starting up at this first line. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I can spell is, I-S. I can spell has, H-A-S. I can spell gives, G-I-V-E-S, but I can't spell solar system. I can spell helps, H-E-L-P-S. I can spell A. I can spell the, T-H-E, but I can't spell solar system. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. S-O-L-A-R-S-Y-S-T-E-M, solar system. Wow, give yourself a pat on the back. And 3, 2, 1, have a seat. Boys and girls, I'm going to start doing this chart. When I'm doing this chart, you're keeping your eyes right to the chart, and when I say it with me, you're going to say it with me and practice every word on the chart. After I do some vocabulary, I'm going to pause. You're going to have a chance to talk, and then I'm going to select students who are following the 3 standards that have earned an award. So today, scholars, this is called our essential vocabulary list. Read that with me. Essential vocabulary. Thank you for reading with me. Essential, everyone say essential.
Essential.
Important.
Important.
That's what essential means. Essential means important. You must learn all these words. You have to know them by the end of your unit of study. Mrs. Flood and I were promised to teach them to you. The next says vocabulary. Say that with me. Vocabulary. Vocabulary are words. Say, vocabulary are words.
Vocabulary are words.
Thank you. The important words you need to know. First one says observe. Read it with me. Observe. Put your hand under your chin. Thank you for putting it under your chin. Let's put it into syllables. Everyone say observe. How many syllables? 2. Let's go to the next word. Read it with me. Describe. Everybody reading? Describe. Try it again. Here we go. Describe. How many syllables?
2 syllables. Pattern.
Next word is pattern. Read it with me. Pattern. Let's clap this one out. Pattern. How many syllables?
2.
Wow, you guys are so smart. I'm so glad I'm here this morning. The next word is sun. Read it with me. Sun. Let's count that out. Sun. How many?
1.
Last word is earth. Read it with me. Earth. Let's count it out. Earth. How many?
1.
Boys and girls, eyes to earth. Notice, thank you for having your eyes this way. Earth starts with a capital letter. Everyone say capital letter. Capital letter. Everyone say lowercase letter. Lowercase letter. Earth is our planet, so we have to capitalize it. Just like my name is Mrs. Froelich, only that's me, so I have to capitalize it. What's your name?
Emiliano.
Do we have to capitalize Emiliano?
Yes.
You bet we do. Thank you, Emiliano. Listen for these words. I am going to help you learn them. These are going to be your directions. At the end of the lesson, you're going to have to do some writing. So you're orally going to talk about facts. You learn about the sun. You're going to talk to your neighbor in a little bit. And then in writing, at the end of this lesson, you're going to have to do this. Read the directions with me. Eyes to the chart. Describe the sun in a complete sentence. Sketch and write. Remember to use capital letters and periods. That's going to be what you have to do. So what are we going to write about? What's our topic? The sun. And you are going to write in a complete sentence. And we have to remember that they start with capital letters and they end with a period. Oh, and I forgot, you also can make a sketch. And a sketch is just a quick picture to help us remember something. And I could see some of your beautiful pieces of artwork, and I already see you writing in sentences on these walls. Yes, ma'am, question. Oh, okay, you may go, thank you. Do they need to go with a buddy to the bathroom? Okay, you may go, thank you. So let's get started. Eyes to the chart. Wow, I see a lot of scholars ready to learn. Wow, I will only pick on students who are raising their hand without talking. Yes, ma'am. Oh, Mrs. Flood, I think we can only have one student at the restroom at a time, and right now you're going to be really sad if you miss this information. So is it only one at a time? Yes, you may not go right now. Thank you. Boys and girls, the title of this chart is Solar System. Say that with me. Solar System. And we're going to focus on one body in the solar system. Everybody say that word, body. The solar system body we are going to focus on is the sun. Say that with me, the sun. Now, some of you have very good eyes, and you might see that I have all this information up here in pencil. Guess what? Those are just notes for me. Don't worry about those. Please don't go ahead and read them. Wait till I say it with me. Say it with me. Let's get started. The first category, boys and girls, that we're going to study this morning is description. Say that with me. Description. Now, when I'm telling about the description of something, I describe. Say that with me. Describe. Thank you. Describe means, what is it? Say that with me. What is it? Thanks for having your eyes to the chart. I know a lot of you are going to be earning those awards. And I'm thinking about what is something. I have to think of what does it look like. Say that with me. Look like. Say that with me. Look like. And when I think about looking, here's my sketch. Everybody point to below your eyeballs. Pointing to below our eyeballs. That's how we look at things. That's one way we can describe something is by looking. We also can think about what something can do. Say that with me. Can do. So this is a marker. It looks red. It has a point. It has a cap. It can write. Thank you. So that's what we're thinking about when we're thinking about description. And wow, thank you so much, sir, for having your eyes this way. And thank you so much, my dear, for sitting still and focused. So let's talk about our topic. Boys and girls, this is the sun. Say that with me. Sun. The sun has rays. Say that with me. The sun has rays. The sun is very hot. Say that with me. The sun is very hot. Thank you for having your eyes to the chart as I sketch out the sun. The sun is bright. Say bright with me. Bright. Wow, thank you, boys and girls, for sitting crisscrossed and being so focused on this sun. Boys, I'm not going to take any questions right now. Right now, your job is to say the words with me on the chart. Thank you. The sun, this might surprise you. The sun is actually a star. Say star with me. Star. So I'm going to sketch a star. So boys and girls, the sun, when we look up in the sky, it doesn't really look like a star. It looks really, the shape is round. Say that with me, round shape. Round shape. Another math word we use is circle. Say that with me, circle. But because it's three-dimensional, like this, everybody show me a three-dimensional, like a ball we play with outside. That word is sphere. Read it with me, sphere. Now the sun, we talked about it's a star. It's the closest star to Earth. Say that with me. Closest star to Earth. Boys and girls, Earth is where we live, and that's why we could see the sun so bright. Even though it looks like it's super duper far, it's actually pretty close to us. The sun looks yellow. Say that with me. Looks yellow. Or orange. Say that with me. Or orange. And those are colors that describe it. Say colors. Colors. Boys and girls, when I give the countdown, 3, 2, 1, you are going to be turning and talking to a partner on your floor. Now let me explain how we do this. Wow. I know that you're going to know what to do. You're going to know what to do. You're going to know what to do. Your eyes are on me. That's how I know you're listening to the speaker. When you turn and talk, it looks like this. If this was my partner, what's your name?
Peyton.
Peyton. If Peyton was my partner, what I like to say is knee to knee, eye to eye. So my knees are facing Peyton, my eyes are facing Peyton. And Peyton and I are going to talk together and look at each other when we speak. That's how a conversation happens. Now sometimes, just because of odd numbers, we might need to have a group of 3, but we're going to try our best to partner up with just 2 people. The person sitting closest to you is who you're going to work with. And think about, I know Miss Flood has you in these nice, beautiful rows. You're going to talk to somebody who's in your row, not somebody who's behind you. So you're going to talk to somebody in your row, not somebody who's behind you. It'll just make it easier for us to partner up, and I'll help you solve your problems if you don't have a partner next to you. So eyes to me, so you know what to talk about. Thank you for listening, boys and girls. When I say 3, 2, 1, you're going to turn and talk to your partner about the description. Read that with me. Description of the sun. Of the sun. So your sentence might start like this. Read it with me. The sun is, or you might say, oh, I could use this word. The sun has, or I could say, the sun is a, I could use words from all over the room to make our sentences. So turn and talk to someone in your row on, oh, I haven't said 3, 2, 1 yet. 3, 2, 1, turn and talk. All right, boys and girls, so the sun is, we're describing the sun. So, honey, tell us something about the sun. The sun.
The sun is yellow and it's very sunny.
Thank you very much. You stated 2 facts about the sun.
The sun is a star and sometimes it's yellow and orange.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing. Any other facts you learned? Thank you for sharing. Thank your partner too. She just teaches And 1, 2, 3. Eyes on me. Thank you for turning your eyes this way. Wow. I have to say, I noticed a couple of students. I had to borrow these 2 students because they were speaking to me and they were speaking into the microphone. I have to say, they made a very good decision because they were speaking in complete sentences. They didn't just say yellow, sun. They said the sun has, the sun is, and that's making a good decision for their learning. Thank you. You earned an award.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for your polite manners. Another group of students I noticed as I looked this way, it was kind of hard because these 2 were talking and they had a microphone, but these 2 students did a beautiful job of ignoring us. Do we have to ignore our classmates if they distract us sometimes?
Yeah.
You bet. And they were just doing what they were supposed to be doing. They were talking away. So these 3 students right here have also earned a solar system award. So thank you for making a good decision and doing what you're supposed to be doing. Thank you for raising your hand quietly. Yes, sir? You may. Please go quickly because you're going to miss some important information. Hands down. Okay, here we go. Let's continue on with our chart, boys and girls. So we've learned a lot about the description of the sun. Say, we know about the description. We know about the description. We know what it looks like. We know what it looks like. And we know a little bit about what it can do. What it can do. So boys and girls, the next category or topic we're going to discuss are benefits to people. Say that with me. Benefits to people. And those are some big words. Boys and girls, I know you all know what people are. I'm looking at a bunch of beautiful people here this morning. I see some lovely girls and I see some handsome young boys. People, we know what those are. That's a sketch of people. Benefits, let's think about what benefits mean. Wow. Thank you, scholars over here. Wow. Notice these scholars who have quiet voices and eyes to the chart. Thank you so much, this side of the room. Now, benefits mean how it helps. Say that with me. How it helps. So we're thinking about our sun, and we're thinking about how it helps people. So let's learn how the sun helps people. And I bet you know some of this already. The sun gives us seasons. Say, gives seasons. Gives seasons. And I know in kindergarten and 1st grade, you do learn a lot about seasons, such as the season that's coming soon, that is fall. Say that with me. Fall. Wow. We have to say every word on the chart to make sure we learn it. Say it with me. Fall. Fall.
Spring is next.
The next season, wait for me to say it with me. The next season that we see many flowers growing and blooming is spring. Say that with me. Spring. After spring is the season we are in when lots of us maybe like to go sit in the sun or go to the beach. It's still summer. Say that with me. Summer. Say that with me, please. Summer.
Dun, dun, dun.
And our coldest season, boys and girls, where in some places people can build snowmans, is winter. Say that with me. Winter. Everyone read it? Winter. Wow, thank you for having your eyes to the chart. You're going to learn all of these words and be excellent readers with these words. Another benefit, how it helps people, is the sun helps plants grow. Say that with me. Helps plants grow. So we think about a flower and it begins to bloom. It starts as a baby seed. It sprouts its roots and then develops into a beautiful flower with the help of the sun. Thank you for having your eyes to the chart and saying those words with me. Another benefit, another way the sun helps people It gives us light. Say that with me. Light. It helps us to see. We can get up in the morning and see because the sun is beginning to shine. And it also gives us heat. Say that with me. Heat. Everybody fan yourself like you're hot. Heat. Now, the heat it gives us sometimes feels like too much heat outside right now, huh? But it does keep us warm. Boys and girls, scholars of Miss Flood's class, please remember, how do we talk? Knee to knee and eye to eye. This time you're going to turn and talk about what are the benefits of the sun to people. How does it help people? On 3, 2, 1. Turn and talk. How does the sun help people? This way, Landon.
The sun helps people by making it warm and by making heat.
Thank you.
The sun helps people by keeping them warm.
Why do you think it's important that the sun keeps us warm?
The sun helps people because the sun helps the people because everything.
What do you think might happen if the sun wasn't here to keep us warm?
We would be all cold and we would be really cold.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
But we could still have jackets.
That's a good point too. And 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Thank you. And crisscross applesauce. And hands on your lap. Thank you so much. Wow. I have to point out a few students who I noticed following the 3 standards. I noticed Emilio, right?
Addon.
Oh, what was it?
Addon.
What's your name? Addon? Addon. I noticed Addon. Addon has had his hands on his lap almost the entire lesson, and I'm really making you sit here a long time. And he's had his hands on his lap, his eyes to me, and I thank you so much for showing respect. Someone else I noticed showing respect. Remind me of your name, sir? Addon had a lot of questions in the beginning, and he thought he had to go to the restroom, but you know what? Addon made a better decision, and now his hands are folded, and his eyes are to the chart, and he's ready to learn. And that is also making a good decision for his learning. Please pass that to Addon. We'll pass it to you. Thank you. So boys and girls, we're gonna stand up when I give you the countdown. And when we stand up, we're gonna practice our chant again. So 3, 2, 1. And you may leave your awards on the ground because we'll sit back down and get them. Thank you. So eyes to the chant. Let's practice it again. And scholars, this time, as we do this, think about, are there any words that I don't know here? Are there any words that are new, unfamiliar, words I don't know? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I can spell is, I-S. I can spell has, H-A-S. I can spell gives, G-I-V-E-S, but I can't spell solar system. I can spell helps, H-E-L-P-S. I can spell I can spell the T-H-E, but I can't spell solar system. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. S-O-L-A-R-S-Y-S-T-E-M, solar system. Boys and girls, raise your hand if there's a word up there that you don't know how to read it, or you don't know what the word means. And really, you don't even have to do anything but point to the word. And actually, I'm gonna borrow one of Mrs. Flood's lovely read the room pointers here. So would you come up please and show us a word? What's your name?
Wendy.
Wendy, come on up, sweetheart. And Wendy, you could just touch the word. Wow, thank you for having your eyes to Wendy. Everybody read that word? The. And here's this version of it. Everyone say the. And Wendy, why did you pick the word the?
Because sometimes I like my the, No, I like mine.
Go ahead, that's okay, tell us. Sometimes do you write the in a sentence? Thank you, Wendy. That is one of our high frequency or our sight words. Raise your hand if you already know how to spell the. Awesome, let's spell it. T-H-E. Raise your hand if you know how to use the in a sentence. Wow, nice job. Thanks, Wendy, for volunteering. You may go back to your area over there. Who else will pick a word? Oh, I'm sorry. Ooh, let's read that word. It says gives, boys and girls. Read it. Gives. Raise your hand if you know. What does give mean? What does the word give mean? Yes, sir.
Giving some people toys.
So what does that mean? If we're giving someone toys, we are?
Sharing.
Ooh, sharing is another synonym for give. So here is a little boy giving his toy to another person, sharing. On 3, 2, 1, please take a seat. 3, 2, 1. You may go. Boys and girls, eyes to the chart. We're going to look at our directions. Eyes this way. I'm waiting for a few more of your eyes to be this way, please. Everybody, I'm going to move out of your way here. Let's say text directions. Text directions. Text means it's something either in writing or maybe a movie we watched. Any of that could be text. Everybody, eyes to the directions. Landon, eyes this way. Eyes to the directions. Please read it with me. Here we go. Describe the sun in a complete sentence. Read that with me. Describe the sun in a complete sentence. So am I going to write a word? No. I'm going to write a sentence. Everyone say, write a sentence.
Write a sentence.
And the sentence is going to be about the sun. You got it. And notice the next sentence. Read it with me. Eyes to the chart. It says sketch and write. Read it with me. Sketch and write. Who remembers? What does sketch mean? Yes, sir. Yes.
Sketch means you have a quick look at something.
It's a quick picture of something. You got it. So if I'm sketching a picture of the sun, it might be real quick like that. And it also says to write. So we know we have to write our sentence. Last direction. Read it with me. Remember. Say remember. Remember. Don't forget.
Don't forget.
To use capital letters and periods. Say that with me. To use capital letters and periods. Raise your hand and tell me, what's a capital letter?
It's a capital letter.
Thank you, sir. What is a capital letter?
A big letter.
A big letter. So like my name, it starts with Mrs. Froelich. So I start with a capital M like that. Not the lowercase m that is like that. And then it ends with a period, and there's our sample of a period right there. Everyone say, don't forget your periods.
Don't forget your periods.
Boys and girls, when you return to your desks, I'm going to ask you to go in a moment, row by row. When you return, I'm going to give you directions. Repeat these directions, and on a piece of paper, you're going to do this activity. So we are looking for students who are sitting down, ready for their piece of paper and ready to work, and you're going to be writing and sketching your pictures describing the sun. So let's see what row looks ready, that's sitting up nice and tall. Crisscross applesauce with hands on lap. I think it is the second row. Please go back to your seats, and you may put your awards just on top of your desk. Your row can go. Thanks for reminding your friend what to do. And let's see which row can head to their desk next. Oh, Mrs. Flood, I have the paper right here. It's the one with it has a picture and some lines. Thank you. I think the next row ready is, everybody is crisscross at the back row. You may walk to your desk. Thank you. And once this row is all crisscross, You may walk to your desk. Wow, thank you for taking a seat, and eyes are to me. Mrs. Flood's bringing you a paper. You don't need to write on it yet. Thank you for waiting patiently. Wow, I could see this young man over here is ready to go. What's your name, sir? Yes. Louder, please. Japheth? Okay, Japheth has also showed respect because his eyes are on me. He's ready for directions, and he's going to know exactly what to do. Thank you, sir. So boys and girls, I'm going to borrow Landon's paper. May I borrow your paper, Landon?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Notice you have a sheet of paper right now. Up here, you're going to put a sketch. Someone said sketch. Good. You won't have time to color or draw a beautiful picture right now. You're just going to make a quick sketch, and it's going to be of what?
Sun.
You got it. It's going to be of the sun. Then you're also, in these lines, what are you going to write here? A sentence about the sun. Now, raise your hand if you think you could write more than one sentence if you have time. Nice. You guys are going to write more than one sentence. So some of the words you could use we have up here, like is, has, gives, the. Some of your sentences might start this way. Read this with me. The sun is, or you could say the sun has, or the sun gives, and you're using your chart to help you. So I'm looking for students to do high quality work, just like Miss Flood was looking for in your writing this morning. So high quality work, sketching and writing about the sun, and this is a quiet work time, boys and girls. You're working by yourself. If you have a question, raise your hand. When you're all ding the bell, when you could stop writing. So writing and sketching until I ding the bell. You may begin using a pencil on this.